Focus our eyes on the journey, stepping into the unknown, waving goodbye to our worries. So we run wild and free.
Legends, we have built a fleet of four-wheel drive adventure vehicles that you guys at home can hire. So stick with us and we'll run you through what 4xploring have got to offer. So joining us today on this lovely sunny arvo, we've got the team from 4xploring, Jared, Steph and Glenn.
Hey guys.
Boys, give us a bit of insight. Jared, how did 4xploring start, mate?
Yeah, we were sort of just sitting around a campfire one day up at Pentecost and sort of thought we might be able to start ourselves a little rental company and basically have a few vehicles kitted out so that people that didn't have the money or didn't have the time to build their own vehicle could head up and go and explore this beautiful countryside that we have.
Mate, that higher side of things with the vehicles, there was no skimping on any of the fleet, was there?
Definitely not.
No.
We basically ran in with no budget and basically give the guys at Core a free run on what we want and give them a little list and away they go. And what we get. So.
And Glenn, what vehicles have you got in the fleet?
We've got the 4-person Hilux, it's a new addition.
Yep.
And then we've got the 300 series over here and the 2-person Hilux, and we've also got a Prado that we didn't bring down.
And there's a few multiples in there. I know the two 4-person Hiluxes just left the shop.
Yeah,
so there's 4 Hiluxes in total, 2 Prados and 2 300 series. So there's quite a few in the fleet. Yeah, definitely.
For sure,
yeah. And Steph, how do punters find out a bit more info, mate?
So easy enough for us to set up a easy to use website. There's a booking form on there.
Yep.
You can easily drop an inquiry, get a quote, or give us a call on 1-800-4xplore.
Perfect. And to the socials as well. So the boys 4xploring on Instagram, Facebook and TikTok as well. So make sure you jump on, give the boys a like and a follow and try and help support a Western Australian company. One of the biggest things with any company or business is that passion side of things. I know it's exactly the same with Core Offroad. I love touring, our family loves touring. I think one of the biggest things is that excitement when you get to that new spot. Now, I've said it before on videos, the harder it is to get there, the better it's going to be. So having a vehicle that's decked out and set up, ready to get to them awesome places, that first time you come over the ridge and see the ocean, especially on that WA coast, gives me goosebumps. That's all. That's what you boys wanted to be able to provide to your customers.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, we've had a big passion for camping and four-wheel driving for quite a long time, so we've sort of just been able to basically build our dream rigs here and put all of the imagination into it as we can and be able to offer that up to your everyday person that gets to come out and hire.
And having that opportunity to go and do that in a vehicle that is decked out, it's quite rare. I know some of the other vehicles, Glenn, the spec that you guys have tried to offer with 4xploring's vehicles isn't entry level, is it?
No, definitely not. We wanted to go above and beyond what anybody else is sort of doing in the market, and we wanted to just provide everything that we possibly could to the customers. So they have the best time available, the safest time out on the road, and all the safety features that we put in with the vehicles. Really thinking about the customer and the end user. So.
Yep, for sure. And it does make a difference. For any of you guys that are looking at getting into touring, you aren't 100% sure whether the missus is going to enjoy sleeping in a rooftop tent or touring around in a vehicle, having that option to go and hire one for a week before you hand out your hard-earned pineapples to go and set a vehicle like this up, 4xploring's the perfect answer.
100%, yeah. We had a customer last week who hired a vehicle from us. They actually own a Prado, and they perfect opportunity for them to essentially try before you buy, see what works with their vehicle, what they want to incorporate in their build.
Yep.
So it was a perfect opportunity for us to
Definitely
give them that sort of feel as such.
Yeah, for sure. And any of you guys at home that are looking to buy a Core Offroad canopy, the boys got 4 of them. So you can go through, hire a vehicle, use the canopy, see if it's what you want decked out. I guess even the 300 series, the new 300s haven't been out for long. The fit out that is in the back of them things is phenomenal. So for customers to go, and if they are looking at doing the same thing on their 300 series, they can go through, test one of the vehicles, rent it for a week, 2 weeks, a month, whatever you want, go through, give it a rundown and make sure that's what you're looking for. I guess the family side of things as well, boys, you're gonna have return customers, you know, that might do that family trip once a year, even the international side of things.
100%. We're finding that with the international tourist, we are built the company to supply the international traveller with that opportunity to travel with a small family. Half the reason why we've gone and introduced the 4-person Hilux camper. And not only that, we do offer an add-on of a camper trailer where they've got extended family. Sleep them in the 6-person camper trailer.
Perfect.
And for people coming over east as well, Australia's huge, so trying to get from A to B is somewhat of a difficulty when you add fuel and all the rest of it and time into your trip. So a lot of people can just fly straight to Perth and then grab the keys. We offer people to actually load up the full drives with their groceries and their grog and everything before they even get to 4xploring, and then they can just hit the roads.
Yeah, perfect. And for all of you guys at home too, even if you are from the eastern states or someone from WA, for those of you who don't know, I'm originally from Queensland. Queensland has some awesome locations to go and tour and check out. Since we've been in Western Australia, it's phenomenal. The vast range with over 13,000 kilometres of coastline, the vast range from the south coast all the way up to the Kimberleys, it's phenomenal. I know Jody and I's top 5 places in Australia, the top 3 are all in WA. So if you haven't been to WA, you're looking to do a family holiday or come and check everything out, something like this with the boys from 4xploring is perfect. With a vehicle that's decked out, you can get to them hard to get to places and go and find them special spots that'll make memories for a lifetime.
100%.
All right, boys, I think we should get into the nitty gritty, go and show everyone at home what these vehicles are all about. What do you reckon?
Let's do it.
Definitely do it.
Mate, so tell us, what made you choose Core Offroad in the first place to build all these cars for you?
Well, I guess when we decided upon the idea to start this rental company, we scoured the internet for quite some hours trying to find the best possible solution on the market. So one big selling point was the fact that we could just basically get a turnkey package down at Core Offroad. But the main thing was the canopies. So it was look for the canopy first, and then we came down, had a chat with Jimmy, and he directed us into saying that we can basically get everything done there at once. So save that sort of back and forth from different companies. So
and that turnkey side of things, I guess, doesn't matter whether you're a company like you guys or a private individual looking to get your car decked out. There is a hell of a lot of time if you don't get it done at one place, taking the vehicle to the auto sparky, taking it to the canopy mob, taking it to the suspension place. So it's one thing we try and specialise in to make it easier for you guys to get a vehicle built, is we do everything in-house, even sound systems. We don't do the sound systems ourselves, but we have a preferred contractor that does all of our work. We send the vehicle to him, he does his portion of the work, brings it back, and you guys don't have to worry about a single thing. So that turnkey side of things does make a big difference and makes you guys at home, your life a little bit easier.
Yeah, that's great,
And mate, this thing, so we're standing underneath the bushwhacker awning on the new 4-person Hilux. Mate, give us a run through. It's packed full of features.
It is packed full of features. Obviously we've gone with the twin rooftop tents so that you can sleep up to 4 or 5 depending on your size of your kids. Or 2 couples, obviously. Obviously from our learnings from our 2-person, which they'll show you in a minute, we've picked up a few little improvements that we wanted to add on. So a couple of those.
Few extras in this one as well, mate.
A few extras. We had to get rid of a couple little weight-saving things. But first off is basically the induction cooker. That was a really great time saver when you're cooking. Literally just flick on your inverter and away you go, you're cooking. We've added a 240 volt plug-in just to keep them keep the batteries charged up when you're at a campsite. And a water pump to the what we used to have was a gravity-fed water tank. So.
Yep. And the water pump if you're showering and things like that makes a massive difference. Obviously too, with the 4-person tent, you're going to get some more solar on the system as well.
Exactly.
So these are sorts of things that if you are setting up a vehicle yourself, you may not know. So when you do go and hire one through you guys, it does make it easy. You can take stock, I guess, of what you guys have done to the vehicle, what you guys have learned, and some of the experience from Core Offroad to try and make sure that your vehicle is decked out and you get it right the first time.
Exactly.
I've said it on some of the previous videos, if I knew what I knew now when I was 17 years old, I reckon I could have bought 3 F-trucks on the money that I wasted building vehicles in learning or getting that experience on what you do and you don't need. So it does make a hell of a difference.
Definitely.
And some of the features with this, obviously an inverter in the new 4-person.
Yep, you've got the twin GPO on the side here, so you can charge all your laptop accessories, your cameras, your drones, whatnot.
Yep.
Obviously still has all your standard features from our 2-person Hilux. Yep. We haven't spared any expense on any of that, so and all top of the line quality products that we've been putting on these as well. So.
And you know what, it's a beautiful sunny afternoon here. We have 5 fridges in total between my car and the 3 exploring vehicles, and you know what? Not one single beer in all 5 fridges. We might have let ourselves down a bit there, boys.
It's very disappointing. Very disappointing.
So look, the Hilux with the 4-person, we'll move on to the next one, but stay tuned, there's still plenty more to come.
All right guys, if you want the chance to win this 4-person Hilux to take away for 7 days, make sure you subscribe to our newsletter on our website, and you'll also find there other promotions, 20% off discounts and relocation specials.
All right, so we're with Steph now on the 2-person Hilux. Mate, similar features to the 4-person. We are doing a few upgrades on the original two-person Hiluxes, aren't we?
100%. So this is the bones and essentially the backbone of the operation.
Yep.
Like you said, we'll probably look to add the 12-volt water pump to the vehicle, the inverter and the GPO feature.
And mate, these things, you're not just hiring a car, are you? They come decked out, is that right?
100%. So once the customer turns up to 4xploring Depot, they essentially put the bags in, hit the road, and they're off. Comes with essentials.
I'm just going through now.
Yeah, all the pots and pans.
Literally, there is everything in this thing that you could need.
Pots, pans. Comes with gas cooker, pie oven, obviously 110 litre Waco fridge.
No beers though?
No beers.
No beers, so beers are BYO, definitely.
They are, but like we mentioned, all the groceries and food can be pre-ordered and delivered to the 4xploring Depot, and we will have that stocked into your camper.
Makes that easy, I guess, if you are international or you're from interstate, that mate, you can turn up and everything's already at the depot ready to go. Load it into the car and you can hit the road.
Exactly, we want to be that one-stop shop for 4xploring rentals. There's obviously a whole catalogue of additional features that and
that's on the website. On the
website, 4xploringrentals.au. Add additional extras onto any of your next camping adventures.
And some of the standard things, like each one comes with a 270-degree awning. Everyone's got a stereo in it, mate, on the canopy side of things. Refrigeration. I know the travel buddies, I say it all the time, they're not just for pies and sausage rolls. You can cook a hell of a lot of things in a travel buddy. Definitely a cool little inclusion.
100%.
I see each one comes with a barbie as well.
Yep, gas barbecue. The new vehicles will come with a propane gas barbecue cooker, but obviously with the addition of the induction.
Yep, for sure. No, definitely. And look, each one is decked out. We're only talking about the canopy side of things, but there is also a swag of features and options added to the vehicle as well.
Exactly,
Driving lights, winches, mirrors, roof racks.
Electric side steps.
The whole box and dice. Essentially. And that goes back to the side of things, I guess, with 4xploring, wanting to provide you guys, the customer, a premium product.
Exactly, we want to be that premium rental product. Known in the market.
Definitely makes a massive difference. So 2-person Hilux, any other main features, Steph, we want to go through? Obviously the bushwhacker with the 270, the rear access ladder.
I think the probably crown jewel of the This vehicle is the electric rooftop tent.
They are good.
It's an absolute jaw dropper for customers that turn up.
Yep.
Push of a button, within 30 seconds you're asleep.
And that bunda top side of things, I can attest to that. I want on my car, it's absolutely killer. There is nothing better, especially if you're trying to punch out some Ks. So if someone was to fly in and pick up a vehicle from you boys at the depot and they wanted to work their way up the coast on the first day, if they want to try and cover some kilometres, being able to pull up at 5, 6 o'clock at night on the side of the road, and it's literally 20 seconds. Undo the 4 latches, push the button, within 20 seconds you're dropping the ladder down and you're climbing into bed. That bunda top side of things for setup, it's really hard to go past. Not paid by Bunda Top by any way, it's not an advertisement for them. I had the choice to choose any rooftop tent for my vehicle and I chose Bunda Top. So with the Hiluxes, with the 2-person, that Bunda Top definitely is a killer inclusion.
Exactly.
For sure. Around the other side too, we might cut through onto that shortly. We'll give you, there is a hell of a lot of room for storage and all that kind of stuff on the other side of the canopy. This is the cooking
Business
and
side.
living and business side of it. So we'll cut through and we'll give you a look on the other side as well. Now, storage on this side, mate, I don't have the exact figures. We were just talking about on how much storage there is. On this side, it's a hell of a lot.
It is, mate, it is. One of the options that the vehicle came with was the drop-down basket.
Yep.
Great place to store collectible baskets and buckets.
Yep.
Vehicles come with 2 camping chairs, easy access.
Yep. Things like bags and everything. Like one thing you guys have got to remember when you pick this vehicle up off 4xploring, it's already got everything in it. So apart from a couple of camp chairs, there is more than enough room to fit the missus' hairdryer and bags and makeup bag and all that, or their shower buddy to throw in the vehicle. So trying to fit everything in definitely isn't an issue.
Not a problem.
No. Even on the gas side, so the Barbie that we saw on the other side, so the vehicle's got the fixed gas system in it, makes it nice and easy.
Yeah,
Hook the barbecue up.
Set up's a breeze.
Yep.
And pull up the rear trundle drawer, set up the Dometic.
Yep.
Quick little bayonet gas fitting.
Yep, makes it nice and easy.
Cooking with gas.
And to going back to some of the other features, they come obviously with a camp table.
Camp table, yeah.
Little cooker.
Yeah, little small additional propane gas cooker.
Yep.
Another perfect inclusion is the 9 metre
Yep.
retractable air hose.
Yep, with the air compressor.
Built-in the twin air compressor.
Yep. Yep. Look, there's heaps built into the canopy. I guess that's one portion of it. As we keep moving forward, Hiluxes. What made you choose the almighty Toyota Hilux?
Well, we couldn't scrimp on quality, and we know the Hilux brand is tried and tested for Australian conditions.
Yep.
So we couldn't go past the Hilux.
No great walls.
No great walls.
No great walls.
No Navarans.
Only the best.
Only the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the Hilux comes with a premium price tag, but again, quality with quantity.
Yeah, for sure. And look, it didn't stop there. As we keep sort of moving around, everything from even towing mirrors for the customers, snorkels, roof racks, recovery tracks, shovel, UHF,
bull bars,
bull bar, driving lights. Literally the entire catalogue was thrown at these cars to give you guys at home the best possible chance to go out and tour this great country. Even on the turnkey side, mate, we'll touch on it. We even organise your stickers for each vehicle, don't we?
Exactly, mate. Yeah. So we get the car dropped off from Toyota, off the boat, delivered to our depot. It's essentially turnkey package with our
Everything down to the stickers on the doors for the boys. They come and pick it up, take it back to the depot, throw in all the extra bits that you get when you hire one, and it's out on the road with someone chilling around in it.
Exactly.
To another level.
All right, Glenn, last but not least, mate, the almighty Land Cruiser. Now, new 300 series, mate.
Yep.
This thing's packed with features, isn't it?
It is, man. Being a wagon, obviously, it's a little bit harder to fit everything in. It's a bit more of a jigsaw puzzle, but we've done the best that we could to get every feature that we possibly could in the vehicle.
Yeah, what do we got?
So we got the ARB 3-burner kitchen slide here, which is an absolutely awesome piece of kit.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can do all your cooking and everything. It's got a little kitchen drawer with all your utensils and washing baskets, washing buckets and everything like that.
One of the things setting up a wagon, I guess, mate, it's you are limited on space compared to something like a canopy. So being smart about the setup and being smart about how everything factors in. You still got to have a fridge. You still got to have room to put your clothes and everything like that. So, mate, I guess squeezing everything in, you don't have a hell of a lot of room to play with, do you?
No, not a hell of a lot of room, but being a LC300, the boot space is actually pretty good. So it's allowed us to still have a 70-litre fridge, fridge slide here, but we've had to sort of utilise some storage bags just to carry some pots and pans and your cutlery and stuff like that. We still wanted to allow customers to be able to have full use of the drawer here so that they can put in a snorkel or some towels or whatever they want to take down to the beach and have that access in here as well. And
much like the rest of the range, they come decked out. So it comes with everything you need to cook and all that kind of stuff, mate?
Yeah, this is the what I like to call the go bag. So it's got all your bits and pieces and everything in here that you might want to use on your trip. So tyre deflation and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you still got your hose to fill up or take down your tyre pressure. We've even thrown in a shower that you can put onto the on-tap shower system there. We've got a clothesline as well that you can hook up to a tree or something like that.
Literally everything. The boys have thought of everything that you're going to need.
Yeah, you got your mallet there. We've got some lighting. Yeah, pretty much everything, man.
And I guess that experience side, you guys have got a bit of experience touring and everything like that. How does that portray back to a customer? Like having a hire company where you can go and hire a car and it has everything in it, including a clothesline that you can hang your clothes up. The experience you boys have, that comes through to the customer and it's the customer's advantage.
Yeah, we wanted to try and think of absolutely everything and more, so go above and beyond what people actually would expect to get in a rental vehicle.
And it's things like that can ruin your holiday or can ruin your trip. That you're out in the middle of nowhere and you try and wash your clothes or try and dry your towel, you hang it on a dusty bull bar. Next time you go to have a shower, you come out looking orange and the missus is asking what's wrong with you. So them sorts of things do make a massive difference for someone who's planning on hiring a vehicle to go and tour around, is to have all them extra bits and pieces.
Yeah, it's just the little things that make such a huge difference. That, some people would forget to even throw it in themselves when they're going on a camping trip, and
can vouch for that.
So we've spent a lot of time piecing it all together and trying to make it as user-friendly as possible.
And with that handover side of things, I guess, with a customer as well, I'm assuming the handover is quite in-depth. With someone when they go through to hire a vehicle.
Yeah, we go through everything. We show them how everything works. We also provide information in a booklet that had little how-tos on everything as well. And we're actually going to introduce some iPads into each vehicle as well. So going to make some videos and actually just go through every vehicle, little 60 seconds, how to put up the rooftop tent, like how to open up the thing. Just you got an hour, almost an hour for the handover. So a lot of that information sort of goes in one ear and out the other, and trying to retain all that, and you get there and you're like, oh, how do you do everything? But I think we're just trying to make it as easy as possible with videos and stuff like that.
So. For sure. And even on the accessory side of things with this car, we've got an inverter built in as well, so we've got 240 volt power.
240 volt power, 1000 watt inverter. So you can charge your laptops, your cameras, everything like that when you're on the road.
And same thing, mate, I know Core Offroad did the full turnkey thing on the 2300s as well. Now, it's not just one of these, there's two of them in the fleet.
That's right.
Same thing, boys dropped off bog stock cars and everything from rear drawer, fit out, rooftop tent, awning, absolutely everything, even down to the stickers on the side of the car. It's that whole turnkey side of things is what we try and specialise in.
Yeah, and that made it so easy for us, like everything was taken care of with the build, and we just had to think about all the accessories and everything else that goes into it on a camping side of things.
Look, there's a hell of a lot more in this build. We'll cut through into the next section and show you what else this thing's got packed onto it. And Glenn, I guess the accessory side of things, mate, doesn't stop with just what's bolted onto the vehicle.
Absolutely.
The boys have laid everything out. These are some of the bits, or all the bits that you get when you hire a vehicle from 4xploring.
Yeah, you wouldn't think all of this could fit into a wagon, but we've made it work. It was a jigsaw puzzle, but we've had to think about storage solutions, like having the really compactable kilo gear chairs over there. So you know, you got to put them together like a bit of a tent, but once they're up, they're really comfortable, and they are easy to put together as well.
And all of this stuff, I guess, for you guys at home as well, having everything in there is going to give the punter or whoever is hiring the vehicle a bit of confidence that they've got next to everything with them, that they're not going to get to somewhere where they're pulled up for camp for the night and they're missing this or they're missing that. Even one little thing I've noticed is they've even got the PSI rating stickers on each of the wheel guards, which is cool because that's an experience thing.
That's right.
You know,
yeah.
A lot of people wouldn't know what tyre pressures to pump a tyre back up to or what to drop it down to. So I guess that's you guys helping out the person who's hiring the vehicle.
Yeah, and that's another thing that we give to the customer as well. Once they pick up the vehicle with a little information pack with tyre pressures and UHF channels and, you know, what to use, what not to use, and you know, sand. Obviously there's a lot of different terrain out there, so you got to know what your tyre pressures are going to be when you're full driving. So
and not only is it going to be an adventure of a lifetime, but I guarantee you will also learn a lot.
Yeah, for sure. And some of this gear, you know, you might not know how to use, but we'll show you how to use everything before you go away. And then even if you do get on a track and you get in a bog or something like that, there's always somebody else in Australia that's willing to help, that knows what this gear is and how to get you out of it. You know?
That's right. And it's sometimes that experience side of things that's, I don't know, the old catch and cook side of things, right? Where you go out fishing for the day and you bring fish back for the family and you all sit down at night and eat it. It's that same sort of thing. When you do get stuck and you get yourself out of it, it's an elating feeling, mate. You're proud of what you've just done. You've overcome a hurdle, you've got yourself out of a bog.
You got yourself in, and then you got yourself
that's right. And a cold beer at the end of the day, once you settle down and sitting around camp. Without some of this stuff, it would be next to impossible.
That's right. And then if the unfortunate does happen, you know, we've also got personal locator beacons. The vehicles are tracked. We've put a lot of safety features in. We've got snake bite kits. We've got first aid kits. We've got everything that you could, you know, need in a small emergency as well. So we wanted to make sure that people had peace of mind before they took these vehicles out and took them into the outback of Australia.
And I think some of that stuff is, even some of the stuff that I carry in my car where we're touring around, that stuff that I've learnt over the last nearly 20 years of traveling around and touring around. So once again, I mentioned it before, what you guys are doing to help your customers learn some of that and also have the gear that they need to get them by and make sure they enjoy the trip. At the end of the day, happy wife, happy life. If you can get the missus in the car, get her out, she has a good time, everything goes smooth, you're probably going to have a better chance of decking out a vehicle of your own, 100%. For sure.
Yeah, we just want people to have a great experience and a safe experience and go and get to see some of the most beautiful places in Australia.
And even the accessories side of things, much like the rest of the 4xploring fleet, it doesn't just stop at the back end, from side steps, bull bar, driving lights, winch, absolutely everything. It's all decked out with anything you could ever need.
And the kitchen sink in this one.
And the kitchen sink in this one as well. So look, that's a bit of a wrap on the 300 series. As I said before, there is 2 of them in the fleet. Beautiful car to tour around in. If I was to pick and unbiased, I would take a 300 series or one of the Hiluxes with the canopies every day of the week.
100%, If I was going on a long trip, it would be the 300 all day. And then if I was going to go and camp for an extended period of time, you know, up to 5 to 7 days out bush, I'd take the Hilux.
I think you guys have tried to cater for that between the Prados and the 300 series and the Hilux. I guess probably one downside of the 300 might be storage space.
Storage space is obviously an issue with the wagon. So
you still seem to fit everything in though.
Everything's in, but there is limitations on baggage and stuff that people can probably fit into the back of the wagon. So you can utilise the back seat if you're going away with a couple. Obviously, if you bring in the kids as well, then you got to think about the storage and how much stuff you actually need. But we've pretty much put everything in here for you, so you really just need your swimmers and a couple of t-shirts and a towel and you're good to go. And the beers. Don't forget the beers. Cool. So that's a bit of a wrap on the 300 series anyway, guys.
All right, boys, we're getting down to the tail end of the video, but there's some more exciting items and vehicles that you've got coming, isn't it?
100%, yeah. So as demand grows, our fleet will expand.
Couple of 79s, I hear. Is that the
A couple of 79s and another potential item of a troopy.
Okay, yeah.
That could
With a roof conversion. Yeah, the troopy might be a winner as well.
Yeah.
And for all you 79 boffins, I used to be one as well. So 79s have got a cult following. So I'm sure the 79s will do all right in the fleet as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we'll throw absolutely everything we can at the 79, I reckon.
Yeah, look, the 79s, they have a cult following. I know even with our YouTube channel, anything we put up with the 79 series always normally gets twice as many views as anything else. So 79s definitely are popular. I know the new 2.8 versus the V8, there's a lot of conjecture about the vehicle. I think the auto trans in that 2.8 is definitely a winner. It's basically a Hilux on steroids. Is that kind of what it is? Yeah.
Probably the selling point for us. All of our vehicles are automatics.
Yep.
As soon as they announced that they were going to bring out the auto version of the 79s, we jumped on it straight away and got our orders in. So.
Yeah,
I reckon
perfect.
there might even be room for a GTU canopy in that one.
Hey, here we go. My favourite. The GTU canopy is a winner. It's exactly what I have. It does make camping easy.
Yeah.
That's all. That kitchen.
Glamping.
It is. It's glamping. That's all. So, look, if you've enjoyed the video, make sure you ring the bell notification, subscribe and like, and stay up to date with all of our latest videos. If you're looking for more content, there's recent builds up here and more builds about Hiluxes down here. Thanks for tuning in, and boys, thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Awesome. Cheers, guys.